Let us say amen. It's just another day's journey, and we should be glad about it, amen. But a lot of times we wake up on this journey and we mad. We not glad, amen. But we should be glad, amen. No matter what state we're in, we should still be glad. A lot of times we wake up and them bills due, we don't sing I'm glad about it. When we wake up in the morning and the bill collector's calling, we don't wake up and say I'm glad about it. I'm mad about it. But we ought to be still singing I'm glad, amen. Telephone steady ringing, you still I'm glad, amen. But sometimes they make you want to tear it off the wall, amen, amen. But anyway, we should still be glad no matter what state we're in. And some of us are in a state, some of us are going through, some of us are having problems, and we don't understand why we're having problems. And a lot of times I want you to know that there are people that are having problems just about who they are. Amen. Some people are upset about who they are. They're ashamed of who they are. Do you know that people are ashamed of their families, ashamed of their wife, ashamed of their husband? Some children grow up saying, I was wishing I was with that family or that family, but they don't realize how good they have it within their own home. Amen. You ever been there before? Thinking that I would be better with somebody else. But we should not be ashamed of who we are. Amen. But not only in the natural are we ashamed, we in the spiritual, people are ashamed to say they belong to Christ. Amen. When they get around their friends and some of the certain people, what do? They act like those people because they don't want those people to think they're what could I use? A nerd. Some folks think that because you're in the church, you're a nerd. Yeah, I've seen that Steve. What is that Urkel? They call him a nerd. Amen. Because of the way he acts. And sometimes they feel like people that's not in the church feel like church people just act a weird way. Amen. And sometimes they say that you think that you are better than them and this and that. But it's not that you're better or you're trying to put on a show. It's just that there has been a change in your life. Amen. I remember when I used to gamble and do all kind of damnable things, I had all kind of friends. When I had all that money in my pocket, they'd be with me. But when I made up in my mind that I was going to run for the Lord, to serve the Lord, those friends, they left. Amen? Yay. They disappeared. All of a sudden, they wasn't there anymore. But that lets you know that's not really your friend. But guess what? If you serve the Lord, no matter how holy you act, how righteous you may be, the Lord is going to be right there with you. For he said in his word, he would never leave you nor forsake you. And there's a lot of times I know some of us have tried the Lord and say, I think he gone. They say he'll never leave you or forsake you, but here I am right now. I'm struggling and I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. Some plans I've had in the future, they're not working. So where is God? He's still there. But what has to happen? We have to check ourselves out. We have to see, am I doing something that causes God not to bless me anymore? And I guarantee you, not 50% of the time or 60, but 100% of the time, you'll find out that it's something that we are doing that causes God not to bless us. Amen? But we serve a mighty God, and this is the First Lady's day, but we have a situation here today that we're going to hold her on today. Amen. Me and her have already discussed it. So I'm going to speak a few minutes on her behalf. Amen. Now that thank you, but I'm just gonna be coming out of the book of 1 Peter right quick. Amen. this is Women's Day. What it basically, that's why you see these ladies in all this white, because this is supposed to be Women's Day. Amen. 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 The third chapter where we're going to be coming from. This is going to be a good day for the women. Amen. Good day. But I found out one thing. A lot of times you have preachers and pastors getting up. This is not Men's Day. It's Women's Day. Amen. So they get up and they say this about the women and how they should do this and do that. And not only do the men say it, but you have members of the church that criticize other ladies in the church when they work hard. Amen. But I found out one thing through being a minister, being in the church for all these years. You say, well, how come the pastor use all these ladies, use all these women? But I give honor to God today, who's the head of my life. But guess what? I'm giving honor to all of those women today that's been criticized, put down for working hard in the church, working beside their pastor, getting accused of courting and these things and all kind of things. But I found out you need somebody that's going to step up. Whether it's man or woman, the Lord needs somebody that's going to step up. Amen. And in most of the churches, who step up? Oh, y'all ought to say it like you know it. The women. Amen. One preacher say if all the women leave, his last sermon gonna be farewell, brother. Amen. Because he know what's gonna happen. Amen. But in this third chapter of 1 Peter, we want to talk to you today about yourself. Amen. You see, sometimes we go through things in life and we don't understand why, especially once we become Christians or saints or however you want to call yourself. In this, I told you the third chapter, but it's the fourth chapter. I'm sorry. Not going to be but a few minutes. If you want some help in life, choose you this day whom you're going to serve. Serve God. And if you get God on your side, if you've tried drugs, if you've tried alcohol, you've tried gambling, you've tried all kind of things, trying to be successful, trying to put money in your pocket. I tried gambling. I loved it. I thought I was going to get rich by shooting dice. But I didn't get there. No, I didn't make it. I might have made somebody else, help them get rich, but I didn't get rich. Amen. But today in 1 Peter 4th chapter, starting at the 12th verse, this is what some of our problem, this is what some of us go through in life. Amen. But the reason we go through it is because we don't want to go through the pain of letting people know who we really are. You got to let people know who you really are. Now, I believe that if you let people really know who you are, God will bless you. Amen? So don't go on your job acting like Mr. Joe Blow, the worthy man, then come to the church and act like the godly man. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Amen? That's what I was talking about earlier. Be proud of who you are. Know that you serve a mighty God, and this God is in control of everything. This God